Om Sthapakaya cha dharmasya sarvadharma swarupine avatara varisthaya Ramakrishnaya te namaha. So Ramakrishna's message to the household of devotees. This subject I will speak for 25 minutes. Maharaj in the beginning itself he told that how Sri Ramakrishna is Bhakta Vatsala. He was Avatar Varishtha, we all know. So if he is Avatar Varishtha, then his devotees also should be Bhakta Varishtha. With the greatest among incarnations, then devotees of Ramakrishna also should be greatest among devotees. So that's why Thakur wanted that. He wanted that his devotee also should become greatest. That's why he is always keeping watch over them, guiding them, helping them, and making them spiritual. That is the only difference between the devotees of Sri Ramakrishna and other devotees. Because Ramakrishna's devotees are not just devotees, but they are mumukshus. What we say, 4 types of people. So they are arthati, jidnyasu, also jnani. So these are the jidnyasu, those who really want God. There are many devotees you will see in this world. How many of them actually they want God? Spirituality, God, all these things people don't want. Rather they are afraid to take these words. So they say devotees, but they have all sorts of desires. They want only this world. And only for this world they want God. They don't want God. They want God only to get this world through God. They want God as the agent to get worldly things. Whereas the devotees of Sri Ramakrishna, so they are sincere because they want only God. If you want God, you will get other things also. But that should not be priority, that we should not only run after things, but we should always run after God, then everything we will get. You know, this year, Sri Ramakrishna, when he was in Dakshineshwar, and all Brahmanandaji, all his sannyasi disciples used to come there. And Hadra also, troublemaker, used to sit there. So he will put all sorts of ideas among these youngsters. That is what you young people are coming here. Sri Ramakrishna has got so much things to give, to offer, but you are not asking anything to him. He has got so many miraculous power, he has got Ashta Siddhi and what not, anything he can give. But you are coming here not asking anything. Sri Ramakrishna was inside, he overheard what Hadra was telling. Then immediately he came out. And he said, you don't listen to this rascal Hadra. Don't listen to him. Whatever belongs to me or whatever I have got, that everything is yours. So you have got right over that. Why should you demand? If you remember 3 things, who am I, who are you, and what is the relationship between us. If you remember these things, then everything you will get. You do not have to beg for that. You don't need to ask for that. This is the relationship should Bhakta and Bhagwan should have. So we always should think that we belong to God. We have forgotten that is a different thing. Having come into this world, we have totally forgotten that we are connected with God. We belong to God. Swamiji says, Amrutasya Putraha. We are all children of immortal bliss. We are all children of God. But having come to this world, we got attached to this world. We have forgotten our true relationship, the real relationship, and we think that the world is real. In Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan also says, Mamayavansho Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. All the Jivas, they are my part and parcel. So they are my anshas. He is not talking about the bodies, but what is within these bodies, that consciousness, that spirit, that divine spark, That spark is connected with God. So therefore it is an eternal relationship. It is Sanatan. It is not only for one birth or two births. So we are connected with God birth after birth. Eternal companion. God is our eternal companion. Only thing is we have forgotten. So God has to incarnate again and again to remind us. So when we forget. So Sri Ramakrishna says, if you remember that who am I, remember that who are you, and you know what is the relationship between us, then you don't need to ask anything. That means God is our source, He is our everything. He is the creator, preserver, destroyer. We are His part, we are the Ansha, we are also divine, we are also spiritual, we are His children. And this is our eternal relationship. If we remember these things, then we do not have to ask for anything. God will give us whatever we need. And therefore, Sri Ramakrishna's devotees are special because they strive for realization of God. In the process, they will get worldly things, but that is not the only aim of life. They will come and go. But this is the difference. Sri Ramakrishna has come to bless us with spirituality. He says, Tumar Chaitanya ho. May your spiritual consciousness be awakened. This is the only blessings He has given to His devotees. And that is also He has given that blessings only to householder devotees. The sannyasi devotees will have to struggle and then realize that. Whereas the grihasthas, they cannot do so much. So Thakur has given out of his compassion that blessings to all grihastha devotees, that let you have that spiritual consciousness awakened. So that is what all of us want, and because of that only we are Avatar Varishthas, Varishtha devotees. So we are also Varishtha devotees, but great responsibility, remember. If we forget that, then we also become like ordinary devotees. That we should not forget. We should not forget that we are the sadhakas and we have to create the path of spirituality. It is difficult. Shurashya dhara, no doubt about that. So, though it is difficult, but we should not compromise because people will see Sri Ramakrishna through us. So, Sri Ramakrishna is not there, but since we are His children, His quality should be there with us. His sampat should be there. So, what is His sampat? Doi khande, Juriya, Viveka, Vairagya, Bhakti, Jnana, Vivek. These are the qualities. That is our real sampat. So when we say that we are devotees of Sri Ramakrishna, when we say that we are progressing in our spiritual life, we are going towards our goal, then all these qualities should manifest in our life. If only we are devotees, but all these things are not there with us, we don't have these great qualities, divine qualities, Daivi Sampat, we are not able to cultivate them, then we may say that we are devotees, but we will not be genuine devotees. So therefore, whatever you think, you will become. If we go on constantly thinking of Sri Ramakrishna, all his qualities are bound to come to us. Because our mind will take that color. That's why we have this Ishta. So whatever we think, we will become like that. Constantly we think of God, think of Sri Ramakrishna, our mind will take that color, and without our knowledge, automatically those qualities will reflect in our life. So this great thing we have to do. Sri Ramakrishna was, as I told you, was very watchful. You know that these devotees, I must help them. And some were doctors, some were professors, different categories, different types. But then he knew the weaknesses of all devotees, and accordingly he used to guide us. Because we say that he is Bhakta Vassala. After all, he has to save his devotees, so he will see what are the drawbacks. You know, the Master Mahasaya came one day in Dakshineshwar. Narendra also was there. And Master Mahasaya started gossiping, as Maharaj told now. So he started gossiping with these youngsters. Nowadays students are going astray, how these people are behaving, all these things. But Sri Ramakrishna was very watchful. He heard what is going on. Immediately he came out. That is what our Shastra says. Anya vacho vimunchata. So give up all sorts of idol stuff, as Maharaj told. Anya vacha vimunchata. Sri Ramakrishna heard this, that Master Mahasaya, being an elder, he is talking only worldly things, gossiping. And then he told, what you are talking? Then he said, we are discussing about nowadays how students are doing all sorts of things. Then master became serious and gave him nice scolding. So what is this? You are a senior and having come over here, the holy place, here also you are talking with these youngsters all sorts of worldly things. So he gave him such a dose that next time he could not dare to do that. That means how Sri Ramakrishna was watchful that his devotees should not spoil their life. Because of this, they will develop all these bad qualities. Because if you think of that, your mind will dwell on that. And in whatever our mind dwells, that is what Holy Mother says. He said, if you want to criticize others, first you have to see his fault. That means to see his fault, you have to bring your mind down. And automatically, those bad qualities will also come to you. So therefore here, Sri Ramakrishna, how watchful he was. Then his another devotee was a doctor, Srikantananda Datta. And Sri Ramakrishna told that doctors and vakils, very difficult to realize God, he says. Because the advocate, they have to tell lies. Whatever you may say, the lawyers, they have to tell lies. And doctors, they have to make money at the cost of sufferings. Of course, there are some doctors, but very few. So doctors, Vaidya Narayanas, they are called. Earlier they never take money. But then they have to make business out of that. So at the cost of suffering, they have to make money. Therefore, he said very difficult. But Ramakrishna Datta was a doctor. Among Thakur devotees, doctors also were there. Lawyers also were there. Then Thakur thought that how to make these devotees all right. Because he cannot stop his business, he has to continue. Then he thought, and then doctor, though he used to earn plenty of money, but he was very miser. He did not spend even a single paisa. So he said, you purchase one place, little away from Calcutta. Because in Calcutta, in his house, whenever there used to be like this Sankirtanam, neighbors used to complain. What is this is going on, dancing and singing, and we don't get sleep and all. So they used to complain, this Ramakrishna used to tell Maharaj, Thakur, that there I want to do this, but people never they are complaining, so we cannot have here. Then Thakur told, take one place away from Calcutta, where even you commit 7 murders, 100 murders, nobody will come to know. And such place was selected, Kakurgachi. That time it was far away from Calcutta. And there the place was purchased. There such type of satsanga used to happen. That was the task given to Ramakrishna Datta, that you invite devotees, feed them. In the beginning, being a miser person, he used to try to avoid. No, this time it will not be possible, this time it will not be possible. But ultimately, master made him do. And he started conducting satsanga. Once or twice, slowly he developed that taste. He liked that it is a very good idea. And then he used to spend so much of money on that. And that one weakness of Master is Ramchandra Datta, that is his miserliness. Because you are earning money at the cost of suffering of the people, then you should spend also. Only earning is not the way. Then you should spend more than what you earn. Then only you can progress in your spiritual life. So this was Sri Ramakrishna's observation. So whenever you used to see that one particular devotee is doing something wrong, he will guide him in that way. Mathura Babu, he has got plenty of wealth. But then that wealth is there, but how to make use of that wealth? Sri Ramakrishna knew. He never condemned rich people, neither poor people. For him, everybody was equal. So he knew that rich people also are necessary in the society, because without them, particularly Grihasthas, if they don't have money, then how can other people get help from them? So here we need, Swami Vivekananda also said, we need even luxuries. Because when there is so much of poverty, the rich people only will have to help poor. So here only attitude should be changed. It is not that rich people are not there in our country. But if rich people are selfish people, then the country will not develop. Today that is what is happening. Rich people are there, but they are not able to listen Sri Ramakrishna's advice. If they would have listened this advice given to Mathur Babu, then this problem would not be there. So Mathur Babu, he has given him many tasks. First is feeding beggars in Dakshineshwar. So they are all poor people. Anybody coming to that Dakshineshwar temple, he must feed them. Nobody should go empty stomach from there. That is Annadana. They not only poor, but so many sadhus used to come there. Whatever they need, kamandulu, japmala, whatever they need, that everything he should provide. He made him serve the sadhus. Then mother, divine mother, the seva of God also. Entire Dakshineshwar temple was managed by him. There also he used to spend lot of money. And the fourth, of course, Sri Ramakrishna. Because Sri Ramakrishna spending means not like us. If you like anybody singing, the entire money he will simply push there. So without caring that how much money is there, and that Madhur Babu never complained that Baba, what is this? Everything you are giving away, what will happen to me? Never complained. So he had plenty of money. Sri Ramakrishna knew that this money he has, and only at the cost of money he has to become spiritual, because he cannot do any sadhana or anything. So he made him behave in such a way that because of his richness only helped him to grow his spiritual life. So here Sri Ramakrishna was very particular. That is what we say, the wonderful teacher. So Jagat Guru, he should know the mentality of each and every person. Accordingly he should guide him. Master Maharshi also, he knew that he has got a very sharp memory, very bright intellect. He is a teacher. Now I must make use of him. Then he wanted him to write Kathamrita. He will call him that every Sunday that you should come here. One day Swami Shivananda also started writing, and Sri Ramakrishna was watching that. He said, what you are doing? No, your Upadesha, your message is so wonderful that I want to make notes. He said, that job is not for you. Or that person is there specially selected. So Sri Ramakrishna selected Master Maharshi because he has talent, he has memory, he is a teacher, to do that job. And every Sunday he will ask him to come. If he is absent, not able to come, he will scold him. He will tell him, why you did not inform me? You should have written that you are not able to come. And he will ask him again and again, what did I say? What did I say? You see. Because whether he has recorded correctly or not, that also he will verify. Not only whatever he has written that is approved, but he will say, what I said, you just tell me again. So like that, slowly he made him write whatever he said, and because of that, Master Maharshi's contribution, today we are also benefited. Otherwise, such a wonderful gospel of Sri Ramakrishna we would have missed. And all these things we have done only a Grihastha Bhakta. Then remember the Grihastha Bhakta, how he should be. Even Keshav Chandra Sen also. Thakur did not pray for himself, though he was suffering from the cancer. But then when the Keshav was not well, Sri Ramakrishna went there, Kali's temple, and offered sugar and coconut to mother. Mother, please make my Keshav alright. The person who could not pray for himself, he could pray to his devotee, because he knew that it is Keshav Sen only will help me to spread my message. Sri Ramakrishna knew that. Most of Sri Ramakrishna's sannyasi disciples came only through Keshav Chandra. They all used to go to Brahma Samaj. Narendra, Rakhal, they all used to go to Brahma Samaj. And from Keshav Chandra Sen, they came to know the greatness of Sri Ramakrishna. Because he started writing in his paper, Mirror, in newspaper about Sri Ramakrishna's teachings and life. Many people came to know Sri Ramakrishna through Keshav Chandra Sen. And therefore, Sri Ramakrishna used to love him because he knew that this devotee will have to do a great job. Through him, many devotees will come here. So Sri Ramakrishna's householder devotees, they have done tremendous work. We see only Swami Vivekananda, but Vivekananda has done, of course, no doubt about that. But even the householder devotees, so much they have done for Master, therefore he used to love them like anything. Because they knew that these householder devotees, though they have their worldly responsibilities, family responsibilities, in spite of that, they are trying to think of God, they are trying to develop their spiritual life. So he had that special concern for them. So these householder devotees, they have got a tremendous responsibility. Thakur wants that his devotees should spread everywhere in the world. He prayed to Mother, Mother, I don't make me a dry sadhu, shushka sadhu, and make me king of devotees. I want to be king of devotees. The Lord incarnates only with one special purpose. Dharma sthapana is secondary. He can do that through anybody. But he comes only to have a company of his devotees. As the devotee is fond of God, the God also is equally fond of his devotee. So he is taking incarnation, taking human body, coming to this world only to enjoy the Nara Leela, only to enjoy the company of his devotees. And therefore he is not satisfied only with few number of devotees. He wanted to have a kingdom, Samrajya. He said, make me a king of devotees. So here in Hyderabad, Maharaj is trying his best. Through 175 satsangas and all this, he is trying to increase the number of Sri Ramakrishna's devotees, because Sri Ramakrishna is such a spiritual power, this such a spiritual force. Many people are not aware about that. Many think that he is only a saint or ordinary sadhu, but then the avatar Varishtha, tremendous spiritual power. Swami Vivekananda said, just like an ocean, that wave has come, and whosoever will connect himself or herself with that, he will be easily carried away. So here, Sri Ramakrishna's incarnation in this yuga, in this Kali Yuga, there was so much of downfall, Dharma Glani, there was a need of tremendous spiritual force. That's why Abhedanandaji says, Sansparsha Matrena Nunam Samadhi. Ramakrishna's miracle is, other things anybody can give, but just by touch he can give the experience of Samadhi that nobody could do so far. But Sri Ramakrishna's life is so pure that just by mere look, Kataksha Matrena, by just look he can transform the entire personality of a person. He may be a most wicked person, but by his look, by his touch, he can transform the person. You know, Dakshineshwar, many Pandits used to come. They used to go on arguing, they will not listen, they will not care. And when Sri Ramakrishna saw that these people are not able to listen to what I say, they just go on arguing, he will just go near them, touch his leg. And that touch, a divine touch, and that Pandit used to be totally transformed. Whatever Sri Ramakrishna used to say, he will 100% he will accept as it is. So that was, though Sri Ramakrishna, we don't think like Sri Ramakrishna is very intellectual like Vivekananda, but for him there was no need to have an intellect, because intellectually convincing is very easy. Narendra in the beginning did not accept Sri Ramakrishna's incarnation, because he was only depending on his intellect. He used to think that only intellectually I should be convinced, but Sri Ramakrishna made him realize because of his spiritual power. Just mere touch, and Narendra could realize who Sri Ramakrishna was. That's why he says, Samshaya Rakshasa Nasha Mahasram Yami Gurum Sharanam Bhavaidya. I used to doubt about God, about Sri Ramakrishna, but he has destroyed all the demons of doubts from my mind. Samshaya Rakshasa. In Kali Yuga, this is the greatest Rakshasa. So people have got all sorts of doubts. They don't believe. They believe only science. That means whatever we see through our senses, that is the only reality, that is the only truth. Beyond that, there is nothing. So today people are like that. They have got all sorts of suspicion, doubts, because the science is offering them everything. So why should they believe? Why they don't need God? They think like that. So here Sri Ramakrishna destroyed all doubts from the minds of his disciples, direct disciples, even the householder disciples. So here this is Sri Ramakrishna's uniqueness. He has come in this world to have a company of devotees, and he has given us the message how the devotees should live in this world, do their worldly duties. At the same time, they should hold on to the God. He said, just like a store mill, you know, there you will put the grains, it will be crushed into powder. Sri Ramakrishna said, this world, samsara is like that flour mill. All jivas are crushed there. But those jivas, those who are devoted, so they take the support of that rod. Say, there are some grains, they will go there and settle down there. Other grains will be made powder. But the few grains remaining near the rod, they will not be crushed. So he said, Sri Ramakrishna said, God is like that. If you take refuge in Him, then you can live in the samsara, but you will not be crushed in the power of Maya, in the suffering of birth and death. So that way means that according to Sri Ramakrishna's way, we have to live in this world without getting attached to anything. Hold on to the God with one hand, do all your worldly duties with the other hand. When your all duties are over, then with both hands you can hold on to the God. Remember Him constantly, as Gita says, Mayeva manahadasva mayi buddhi niveshaya. Nivasheshishmayeva ata urdvam na samshayah. जर खरोखर आपण मन आणि बुद्धीने ईश्वराला पकडलं, मराठी इज कमिंग, Because of the abhyas, 2 years practice in between Marathi also has come. So if you hold on to the God with your mind and your intellect, then here God is promising that you always will go up. You will not again come back to this samsara. So remember, we are all the devotees of Sri Ramakrishna. We have got tremendous responsibilities. We have to develop our spiritual life, but that is not enough. Only we think of only ourselves, then we will be selfish. But that is not our goal. Our goal is Atmano Mokshartham Jagad Hitaya. We should have our realization, our spiritual development, but that should not be the only goal. Along with that, we have to do Thakur's work so that we will help others also to attain liberation. Jagad Hitaya aspect also is equally important because Lord comes only for the world, not for few devotees. So He has come for the entire world, therefore it is our duty to make others also aware about this great personality, the great divine incarnation, Avatar, Varishtha, that we can do it. If we do that, both taking care of our spiritual life, at the same time helping others as much as possible, that is what Sri Ramakrishna wanted. And if we lead our life like that, certainly His blessings will be upon us and easily we can cross over this ocean of samsara.
So now we are practicing just tapasya. And what tapasya it is, sitting like that. So we can't move this way, that way, tight. Then if you want to move this way, that way, you have to.
Asana Siddhi Maharaj.
Yes. So we get asana siddhi. Like this. And this is a tapasya in the real sense. So sit like that, control the senses.
Started from the day of Japasana.
Excellent.